Hello. I figure I'll show like a quick a video about what I keep on my family mini SUV. I mean, it's still small. This is an SUV, it's just small. It's kind of like the EDC, what I keep of my car. Let's check it out. Okay, I'll do more video on that one in that bag, but those bags stay here. But this is what the focus of the video about is. It's kind of like this is kind of like my not getting stuck toolkit. I'll talk to it more in a second. This is what I keep on my car. It's kind of like a toolkit, kind of like everyday carry thing. This is not like a survival kit or anything kind. This is for repairing minor repairs like battery terminal that's loose, or you lose a bolt, fastener on the splash shield, or you gotta mount a new license plate, things like that. It's not really to like change oil. I mean, you can probably change oil, but you won't be that comfortable using it. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. I'm trying to make this videos kind of like to show, or at least raise awareness of, like, you know, dads that try to escape the chaos, because these things are like the organizers. You organize stuff here, so it's kind of nice to do that, to escape your kids, but you're still doing it for them. So this is a Maxpedition Beefy, I believe. I've had this for 2 years, and everything that I'm gonna put it here, it's not really expensive. Not one of those like $100 Leathermans and stuff like that. It's form follows function kind of thing. But yeah, it's a Beefy. It's just a joke thing that I saw online. I thought it was funny, so I took it. Front pouch, only have a Sharpie for writing stuff, and this is just a basic boo-boo kit. This thing is loaded all the way, so it's kind of hard to get stuff. You know, the basic boo-boo kit, and then you know, like bandages and alcohol wipes, and I gotta put an ointment here somewhere, but it's too. I have a different, like a medical kit. I recommend putting like a tweezer. I don't know if you can see the tweezer. It's just one of those cheap ones you can buy in like a dollar store or even Walmart. You can buy like a pack for like $4. So you get, in case you get a splinter or ticks or anything like that. So it stays in the front. So is the Sharpie, so you can write stuff down, or you're playing cards with somebody, they lost, you can, you know, bet on writing on their face. Anyway, let's open it up. Dang, it's pretty full. Let me do a different angle so you can see. This is my workbench. Just ignore all the crap in there. There's another one over there, but I'll talk to that in a different video. That's for my truck. This is for my SUV. Open it up. It's pretty loaded. First thing that you'll see is a towel, so you can clean stuff up. Just a basic, whatever your size is. In my case, is a medium to large in between. Gloves, so you don't get dirty hands. Okay. Let's start on the right side, since this is far more of like the bulk stuff. Paracord you can use to tie stuff, quick fixes. I want to invest in one of those like fire starter inside, but this is a cheap one. You can buy this in like Harbor Freight. Tape measure. I think I got this in Tractor Supply. I got this one because it's 12 foot Plus, when you measure this is 2 inches, so it's easy to measure corners and stuff. Just to measure stuff, nothing too fancy. A precision screwdriver that has the Torx and, you know, the basic like flathead screwdrivers and Phillips heads and all that stuff. It's good to have this in case you're like me that wears glasses, so you can tighten the frames and do that stuff. This is a bit driver. I'll show you the bit in a little bit. This is like from like a kit. Most of this stuff is from like a Frankenstein build, so I'll show you the bits later. Always get a lighter, start fire. And then I think I saw this on Van Neestat. It keeps a stick of glue, so you can just melt something and you have an instant glue. Never done that, but I saw it, so I thought it was cool. A roll of duct tape and electrical tape rolled in one of those like arcade games card things, because sometimes you don't even return those, so repurposed. A cheap knife, camelus knife. You can buy this in a set. Sometimes it comes with like a machete and stuff like that. It's pretty sharp, and then it has like hidden compartments for pry bars that has like wrenches and stuff for prying stuff. It's kind of cool. And then this is like a seat belt cutter or wire cutter. This is like a bottle opener. I think I found this on like Facebook Marketplace. It's a pretty nice knife. That, and then a multi-tool. Nothing fancy. This is like one of those next tool one you can buy on Amazon. It does its job. It has the pliers. You can replace the blade for cutting stuff. And then the reason why I got the next tool is because it has a full folding scissor. Just kind of nice. Spring loaded, so you can cut stuff. I think I've used this in branches. It kind of works, but obviously if it's not for that purpose, it's gonna break most of the items, so just use it as you go. Has a knife. I think it has a saw. It has like pry stuff. It's pretty cheap, and it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. So that is a Coast HX5. See that? Yep. Flight. And then you can refocus the beam. It's pretty bright. And the good thing about this is it only takes a single AA battery. When you buy flashlights, I have rechargeable ones, but I prefer the battery one. So if you know, you can always buy those in like 7-Eleven or something. But try to get a flashlight that has those reverse hook things, so you can like put it in a hat, so it's hands-free. I want to get a headlamp, but for now this will do. On that side, and then we're going to open this package. Knife sharpener, the basic one. It's just, you know, making sure some of the knives are sharp. This is just super glue, so for fixing things. I just put it in the Ziploc, so because Harbor Freight stuff sometimes are really cheap on making their tools or consumables. So if it explodes, it doesn't bind everything, at least. Set of Allen wrench. I think I got this in Walmart. You can buy like Allen bits and stuff, but I prefer this one because it gives you more torque. Plus, these are cheap. They're like $4 or something when I got this. You know, I think I've used it 4 times to remove some bolts inside the Outlander, and to lend you know, the faucet stuff in the house. I think I've used a couple of these. So this is my Altoids tin that has the bits, battery, and safety pins. So battery, extra battery for the flashlight. These are the bits for this. So I always get some Torx, because nowadays cars have this weird Torx one. Try to get as small as you can until like the 30th, I think. Yeah, if you can. If not, skips is fine, but most of this is for like German cars, but every now and then you'll encounter it on JDMs. And then I just have this old bit holder that I erased the thing. That's why you can still see it. But I got that set in there, and then a basic one that has an adapter for wrenches. Make sure you get one that at least you have 3 of the cross one, and then the square one. This came from a kit too, so, or I think I bought this with this. I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah. And then this is just like a small ratchet. It's pretty cheap. You can buy this in, like, when you go to like O'Reilly, you know, those center bins that's been there forever, that has like $3.99 stuff. Sometimes you'll see this. The Titan ones are pretty nice too. And then this is just a bit holder, so I can put it here and then do the thing. It's for minor repairs, so I'm not expecting to change like a lug bolt on this thing. And this is for the sockets that I'm going to show in a little bit. You know, you can work on the driver bit as well. Preferably the magnet ones, but I'm a cheap person, so it still works. Just be careful. And then I got safety pins, because you can use this for other stuff, you know, when you tear your pants or something like that. And I mean, MacGyver can start a fire with this thing, you know. I don't know how, but. And then just extra set of blades for that later. I'll just set that aside. What else is in here? Oh, this is the socket set. I think it's empty. Okay, sweet. Socket set. Like I said, I'm not changing oils with this thing, but if 12 millimeters is the drain bolt for the oil, maybe I could. So I got a metric and then the SAE. This is Frankenstein from different kits that I had, that, you know, when you get a present for Christmas for like a dad's, like, Father's Day thing, you take some of the sockets, because you have a million of them. I mean, like 50, not a million. And then this is just a Harbor Freight railing. You can buy this like 99 cents. Sometimes it's even cheaper than that when it's coupon days. And then I just modified it. So SAE, I don't know if I'm going to use this, but it's good to have one. And then the metric, I have one from 5 till 13, no skips, but it's all like Frankenstein. So then I just put screws and bolts on the side so it doesn't slide off. I think I've changed batteries with this thing, I think. Yeah, and then the bolts, you know, in a rack or something like that, or inside when you're changing the filter on the cabin air filter and stuff like that. Helps a lot. It's kind of nice. I wish I had one of those, like, expensive one, but form follows function, you know. Just removing bolts. You're not putting like 300 pounds of torque on a quarter of an inch. So that's it for this side. I just have this, like, this is a keychain thing. I figure I'll use it one day to like connect something, but it's nice for have a zipper pull in here. All right, on the left side, carpenter's pencil. I prefer this one rather those like cheap ones you buy in Dollar Tree, because this thing lasts, and you don't need a sharpener on this thing. You just need a like a blade or something. And you know, this is a pretty useful tool. A box cutter. This is just an old box cutter that I have, a Husky one from Home Depot. I don't even remember how to put it back. Oh, this one. You know, for opening boxes, because sometimes I work in retail, so sometimes I forget the box cutter things because they don't really offer that much. So at least I have something to grab. A magnetic pickup tool. I think this goes combo on this one, so in case you drop something, you can always use this one. Preferably one that can... Eventually I want to upgrade to one that's like flex head or something like that, so you can go in the crooks and cranny. And I've seen a video where there's a collar in there so it doesn't like touch anything when you're trying to find something. I thought that was nice, but for now this still does the job. You drop your keys on the grate for like the drainage and stuff. Maybe this will help. And then this is just a quick mini screwdriver, pretty cheap one. This is the one I grab instead of the bit drivers, because this is for minor repairs, opening toys for my kids, putting batteries on RCs. But yeah, something quick. You can buy this cheap too, and then I have one from like Lowe's that stays in my garage. But I like the red one. And then I have I think this is called the channel locks. To tell the truth, I've only used this maybe 2 times. If the bolt is too big, I use this one. I want to get those Knipex, but they're too expensive. My goal is to remove a bolt, not build a country with it. So this will work. I've used it 2 times. I think I've changed Honda's drain plug. I changed an oil on a Honda because this can grip the drain plug. I don't recommend it. I'll rather use the adjustable wrench, but sometimes, you know, it's all rounded and this gives it that grip. And, you know, it's pretty nice. I think I recommend buying like one where you can tighten in here, but this is what I have. So I have a bunch of wrenches in there, but I like the red one. Can't go wrong with the old school adjustable wrench. You know, so I guess if anything goes above in this size, if space allows me, you can use this one. You can whack somebody in the head with this. It's gonna hurt them too. And then the old school vice grips. If you need to grip something, this is very old. This is probably like 10 years old. Still pretty good. Still functional. This is one of those like cheap pry bars. I've never used this. I've seen people put pry bars on their kit, but I figure I'll put one since sometimes this goes on sale. You can, besides prying nails, which I highly doubt you do that unless you recycle wood pallets and stuff. But this is good for like scraping and stuff. Yeah. And then I keep a file in here and probably use that 2 times. Sometimes, you know, when you work on cars and there's always that corner that's sharp when you're removing like a weld or something. If you don't have those hammer things, sometimes you can file something, even the tiny screws, if you know, just to make everything work. So file. Can go wrong with zip ties. They send rovers in Mars using zip ties. Obviously not this kind. This is like the one you buy in packs, but you can do 100 things on this thing. Paper. This is just, you know, to write stuff down when you're changing something. I know you have phones now, but sometimes I like to write what kind of oil or whatever that I need to buy, and you can use this to sketch. You can use paper as a fire starter too, you know. And then just a piece of sandpaper, rubber bands. I think this is called the tongue depressor. My original thought on putting this is if I'm gonna put like epoxy in here, at least I'm not touching it because I'm not really, you know, at least you can use this. But I figure I'll use this someday. But that's my thought on putting this. And then the sandpaper can go wrong, you know, cleaning like burrs and ends of like sharp stuff. And then, you know, rubber bands in case you need to tie something. And then last, oh no, there's still some, oh no, there's the last one. Last one is a whistle. So, you know, in case of emergency, you can use this. But yeah, the main goal of this video, or at least this kit, is, you know, try to get unstuck. I mean, everybody maybe have AAA, but I don't. It's pretty expensive on my side. But if we're talking about, I can diagnose the problem, that the problem is, you know, I need a new battery. I can change it on a parking lot. I don't have to drive like 15 miles to get home or something like that. But that's the whole point of this kit. You can add more to it. You can, I mean, in my case, I can't add any more to it, but it kind of helps to do the minor repairs to get you going, because, you know, time is everything. You need to get going, make money. Everything is expensive. But hopefully this will inspire you to do something like yours. Put my last name in there. But yeah, if I need to add something, I know all the expensive stuff, I can't afford those. But if I can, I'll probably upgrade. I'll show you more of this. This is kind of like the start of a dad series in terms of like the EDC stuff, because like I said, this is my escape to my kids' chaos. I feel like I'm an organized person when I do this. So let me know what you think. Hopefully it gives you an inspiration. Peace.